The meeting room will come to order. We are now holding the Giving Back Looking Forward fundraiser. Mr. Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they are at their stations, and report back to you, Mr. President. The Sentinel.
Stationed by the door.
Your duties there?
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the President in maintaining order.
The reporter.
The reporter is stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people, in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The treasurer.
Stationed by the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there?
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements, just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standings through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary.
Stationed by the ear of corn.
Your duties there?
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I am asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope that my advice will always be based on true knowledge and ripen with wisdom. Mr. Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is a symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the President so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of a new era in agriculture. If we follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Mr. President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
There are numerous members and guests present, Mr. President.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. FFA members, why are we here?
To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA member should possess.
May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this meeting duly open to the transaction of any business or attention to any matter which may properly be presented. This year marks the 40th year anniversary of the Idaho FFA Foundation. We welcome you to the Giving Back Looking Forward fundraiser. Thank you to all of our sponsors for supporting our FFA programs, with a big special thanks to Northwest Farm Credit Services and P&W Cooperative. Let the show begin.
Well, welcome everyone for our Giving Back and Looking Forward first virtual event. Thank you so much for being here, being a part of it. Now, if you're watching right now, which obviously you are, then you've got half the battle taken care of right there because you've gotten to us. Now, here comes the rest of it. To get in to do your bidding, go ahead and get signed up right now. You can get the link very easy. Just text FFA to 555-888. So if you're looking at your phone and you're doing your text, so in the to line, put 555-888, and then in the body of the message, put FFA, hit send. You will get a link right back, which will take you to the bidding and all of that. We're here in the Auction Frog Studios, and as things have changed through the course of all of this going on in our world, what hasn't changed? And that is the need. The need for all of the incredible work that is done by our members, by our advisors, by our chapters throughout the state of Idaho with the FFA. And so thanks to Auction Frogs and Christy and her incredible staff, Brad and Alice and all the wonderful people that make the technology happen and do all the expert work for camera and the streaming and all that with Ellsberg Studios. My name is Corey Michaels. I'm a former FFA kid myself and very honored to be able to be here and to be a part of our event tonight. Now, if you have any questions, we have a special helpline that is set up. Melanie will get you all taken care of with whatever questions you happen to have, even if you just want to call and say hi. Or if you're maybe a little bit technology challenged and don't want to have to get on there and do the online bidding, but you want to make a donation, she'll be able to take care of you with that as well. It is 208-807-3808. So you can call that at any time and get any help that you need during this, because that's what we're here to do, is to make this as easy on you as possible to give. Now, you are going to need 2 screens tonight. So what that means, if you're watching right now on the computer, got the family and the friends all around, well, go ahead and watch on there. You can grab your phone. You can watch all the online bidding right on there. So you've got your items here. You've got all the watch party going on there. And that's important. If you haven't started a watch party yet, please do that. Get that out to all your friends and family. And let's celebrate together these 40 years of the FFA Foundation. And now a welcome from our chairman.
This is Stephen Parrott. I'm the current chairman of the Idaho FFA Foundation. I just want to start off by thanking everyone that's participated in our online auction this year. We are very excited to be celebrating 40 years at the Idaho FFA Foundation this year. I also want to thank all of our bidders and supporting and presenting sponsors. We could not have put this on without you. I know we've all been under uncertain times, but with your help, we can continue to support the students across the state of Idaho that are participating in the Idaho FFA Association. Again, thank you.
Looking back, the face of agriculture and our world has changed. However, one thing remains the same. FFA continues to stand as a pillar of excellence in premier leadership, personal growth, and career success. As agriculture has evolved and new technologies have emerged, the FFA has met those changes by adapting to the needs of the industry. The agriculture education program in schools has kept up with industry standards, technology, and skill sets when it comes to educating the future generation of agriculture leaders. One constant we can count on is change, but the symbolic blue corduroy jacket still stands as an iconic American tradition, instilling pride and responsibility in the next generation of leaders. This jacket opens doors to futures FFA members never would have thought possible. From competing in career and leadership development events, to participating in career success tours, to conducting a supervised agricultural experience, to taking part in the Day of Service events. Students are exposed to all facets of the agricultural industry and are equipped with the skills necessary for success. And not only success in the agriculture industry, but the sky is truly the limit for these members. Our programs give students the necessary workforce skills needed that can apply to any position within an organization, from being in the field to working in communications, marketing, business development, and beyond. With the continued success of agriculture education and the FFA, the future of agriculture is stronger than ever. Agriculture plays a critical role in our culture and economy. With the struggles the world is facing, it is imperative that agriculture remain a top priority in our country, now and always.
So there you see right there exactly why we're here tonight together, celebrating those 40 years and another 40 years to come and 40 years beyond that. So please, if you haven't already, text FFA to 555-888. You'll get automatically registered. Take just seconds to do that. And just for getting registered, you're going to be in to win this. Now, it is a beautiful insulated cup. This was all etched by the Middleton chapter, so just one more of the skills that the kids learn. And it is filled with $250 in cash, which will be all yours. Perfect for some great summer beverages here in Idaho. And for $250, you can get a lot of beverages to put in there. So that's just for getting registered right now. FFA to 555-888. Now, as things have changed so much in our world in every way, as we all know, a lot of those things that have changed is a lot of the fundraising galas, a lot of the different events that were going to be happening that just kind of stopped. Well, what hasn't stopped is the need. And two of the people that really made it happen tonight to go, okay, we can't do this the way that we were going to. It's not going to be the boots, buckles, and blues jackets gala and event and everyone sitting around at tables. But how do we still get the need funded? Well, those two people, Marcia and Liz, and we're going to be chatting with both of them tonight. And in fact, Marcia right now. Marcia, come on out here and join me.
Hi, Corey. How are you tonight?
I am wonderful and so honored to be able to be a part of this.
Well, we're honored to have you. It is always so much fun to be around FFA alumni, and we're glad that you're emceeing our event tonight. One thing I would like to say is just a big shout out to everybody that made this possible. We could not do this without our sponsors, our major sponsors, Northwest Farm Credit Services and P&W Cooperative. Thank you so much. Our host committee members, they put lots of hours into this. Thank you to them. Our students, our teachers, our donors, our volunteers, everybody, thank you. We appreciate you, and I can't say thank you enough.
Well, and as you've said, and you're going to hear a lot tonight, it takes a village. It takes all of us together as a community to be able to make these kind of things really happen and make the magic happen for the kids and our chapters in the state.
You're absolutely right. I always say that. It does take a village. We're all on the same team. And what do we all want? We want these kids to succeed. And we are promoting premier leadership, personal growth, and career success. And we'll be telling you about that, just how well we do that tonight.
Well, and Marcia, as we're raising the money tonight, and it's for so many different things, and no matter how involved you are with FFA, some of these you might not even realize all the different programs, all the different initiatives that come along with the FFA Foundation. Why don't you tell us a little bit about some of those programs and initiatives?
Absolutely. One thing I would like to say is true leadership was shown this year with our state officers, because a lot of things happened when COVID-19 came into all of our lives, and they led the charge. They took the bull by the horns. They engaged our students virtually. They engaged our sponsors, and they really hit it out of the ballpark this year. So kudos to them, but that's just one of the testaments to what this program brings our students. So some of the programs and initiatives that we support are scholarships for our students, career tours to get them involved in knowing what careers are out there in the ag industry for them. We connect business and industry with education. We support our national officer candidate. We support career and leadership development events. Those are the events where the kids are competing. They're learning those valuable workforce skills, things they can't get anywhere else but the FFA. We support our teachers in the classrooms. The Gift of Blue, which is a phenomenal program. We'll be telling you more about that, but we get those kids into those blue jackets so they can feel part of the team. And our leadership conferences, we have several throughout the year. We have our GEM State Leadership Conference, we have our state convention, our career and leadership development events, and our summer outdoor leadership retreat. We also have our tractor raffle program, 10 years in the making. We just finished our 10th year, and it was amazing. Even with COVID-19, we raise money for scholarships for the kids and also give money back to the chapters for their programs. And last but not least, our state officers, they travel thousands of miles around our state supporting our FFA members and leading them into their next career paths. So we support them 100%.
And your generosity is supporting all these programs and initiatives. With every dollar you give, with every bid you make tonight, you are helping to support our kids and the chapters and the fabulous work that is being done. Now, we've got, as you're looking at all the different items, and hopefully you've been looking at that on your tablet or maybe on a second computer, or if you don't have another way, you can always toggle back and forth between a couple of different tabs. So if you have the whole watch party and the virtual event that's going on one tab, you can have a second tab that then has all the online auctions on there, and you can be kind of going back and forth however it works easiest for you. But some of those items, we've got fabulous wine packages featuring Idaho wines. We've got, of course, the glasses that we're going to show you in a little bit here. I don't have one up with me. Also etched for the special Boots, Buckles, and Blue Jackets event that was supposed to be happening. Now they're collector's item, and you want these, and they were also etched by the Middleton chapter as well. They're beautiful. And then, of course, our student projects. And these are incredible. And as you're looking at the different online packages, there is actually a category that is named FFA student items. So you can click right on that, and it takes you right to all the different items. But let's talk about some of those because they are amazing.
Yes, let's highlight some of our fantastic items that our kids have put together. These really showcase the skills and talents of our students. And when we bring these live to our events, people can, look at them, they can admire them, and there's a challenge that goes on between our chapters to see, who's our industry partners come in and judge them, and then they win in different categories. So thank you to our students. Up first, we have the dining room table, handcrafted by Amy Betzold of our Nampa FFA chapter. Wouldn't you love to have this in your home? She spent countless hours putting together. It's beautiful.
Well, and you can tell she put a lot of time into that. It is beautiful, awesome. So is number 104. This is amazing.
Yes, this is how our students are working with both wood and metal. It is a fantastic mountain scene handcrafted by Owen Gaylor, Kirby Schneider, and Blair Erickson of the Madison FFA chapter. This would be a fantastic thing for my front porch.
Oh, absolutely. I'd hate to sit on it. I'd be afraid to because it's so beautiful. Number 107, if you are a Vandals fan, this is for you.
Yes, wouldn't you love to have a fire pit in your backyard? Thank you to the Notice and Valley View FFA chapters for donating this fantastic item.
Don't get all mad, Broncos fans. It's okay. Number 108, the cedar patio cooler. Oh, fabulous for any backyard party.
Yes, and a great addition to your barbecue or around the fire pit. You can stock it with whatever you choose. This was handcrafted by Blake Walker and Tommy Muir from the Homedale FFA chapter. Thank you.
Some more beautiful metal art. This is done number 109 by the Meridian FFA.
Yes, just another option for you to showcase in your home and show how proud you are to display our FFA members' hard work. Thank you to the Meridian FFA students for donating this.
Now, you had touched on the incredible sponsors that we have, Marcia, that help to support FFA in so many different ways, including our event tonight as well. And one of those, I got a chance to chat with Stephen a couple of days ago via online. And, we heard from him earlier because he's also the chairman as well.
Yes, he is.
So he was our big welcome at the starting then. And if you missed that, well, here's my chance to be able to chat with him from Northwest Farm Credit Services and about their sponsorship and why they chose FFA.
We appreciate
Stephen,
Northwest
first of
Farm
all,
Credit.
hello. Thank you for taking a few minutes and thank you so much for your support of the FFA.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Northwest Farm Credit's been a long-time supporter of not only the Idaho FFA Association and Foundation, but the other states around the Northwest that we do business in. So yeah, it's a great program.
Well, and can you tell us why that your company chose FFA? Why did you choose them out of all of the wonderful causes that are out there? Why'd you say this is who we are going to support?
Yeah, well, really, it goes back to our mission as a company. Our mission really boils down to we want to enhance and enrich rural America. And a lot of our, not only employees, but the customers we serve, the farmers and ranchers all across Northwest America, this is kind of the lifeblood of the community, is agriculture in these rural communities. And FFA programs in those communities play a vital role, not only in just educating the students, but giving back to communities and being involved in the communities and really just enhancing the ag community that we serve and that the customers that we serve. So yeah, we're always happy to support FFA programs.
All right, well, Stephen, bless you. Thank you so much, and have a great day.
Northwest Farm Credit has been available from the start of the dairy for us to allow ways to acquire the money necessary to do what we need to do to become a competitive business.
I think what I like most about my job is our commitment and our focus to agriculture.
I would tell another producer that these people aren't your average bank. They're actually really trying to help you.
We all want to see the co-op grow. We want to see our customers grow. I think it's important that we just have really good camaraderie that really, I think, was reflected in our customer base.
I think Farm Credit is that trusted advisor to us. We have a very good relationship, with our loan officer to know that you have a lender that's going to be there through thick and thin.
So thank you, Stephen, and thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you, because ultimately you're the one making this happen right now by being here, being a part of our event. So those are two words you're going to hear a lot tonight, and you can't hear them enough, and that's thank you, because it takes all of us together to be able to make that happen. How about we spotlight some more of these student projects?
Absolutely. We love to sponsor or spotlight our kids. So we have a beautiful Adirondack chair handcrafted by Adirodney Cherry out of the North Fremont FFA. Again, a great thing to put around your new fire pit.
Yeah, beautiful. And then we get into a whole lot celebrating our wonderful country and our great state of Idaho as well.
Yes, our students are very patriotic, and you'll see this in the next group of items that are available. But check these out. I'd be honored to have any one of these in my home. This next one that we're showing is the American flag with the Pledge of Allegiance, handcrafted by Jacob Flick of the Gooding FFA. Thank you, Jacob.
Amazing work. And that's number 114, and we move into number 115.
Yes, this is a metal art piece donated by our Notice and Valley View chapters. And if you notice in there's a little bit of our aquaculture. They're supposed to look like fish scales. So, we're always pulling in some part of ag.
I love it. Love it, love it. Number 159. This is gorgeous.
Yes, another American piece that you could put in your home or your office that is donated by the Emmett FFA chapter.
Great job, kids. And then this one also done by Emmett is number 160.
Yes, if you want to sport your freedom, you can put this on your wall. Let Freedom Ring by Emmett FFA. Thank you so much.
All of them awesome. And again, there is a category called FFA student items. So if you go over to the filter, you can be able to click on that and it'll take you to all these amazing items. And then of course you can filter it in whatever way you would like, or just see everything that's out there. Right now, Cindy has high bid on the Idaho Huckleberry Festival at $105. John Kelly, Washington Leadership Conference. We're going to be talking more about that coming up. Those scholarships, he just gave $100. Thank you so much. That's going to go very far. Taste the Palouse. Jim has the high bid at $75. So get those bids in there, get them right now. And one of the big ways to be able to do this so that you can focus on what you're doing right now is be able to put in your auto bid. So how the auto bid works, and this is awesome because you can watch this and not have to worry about getting the texts in that'll tell you that you've been outbid. You'll get those, and that's great. But you can put in your auto bid for the amount that you would ultimately pay for something. And that way, when someone outbids you in certain increments, it will outbid them right back. You don't even have to do a thing. It's great. And that works all the way through the bid wars as well, which we'll talk about a little bit more. Remember, you can text right now, FFA to 555-888, and that'll get you your link. Now, as we talk about all the people that helped to make this happen, one of those, and you're going to be seeing from him a couple of times tonight because he is such a big part of why we're here tonight in the gift of blue, and that is Bill.
Yes, Bill has been a longtime supporter. We appreciate you, Bill. Thank you so much. We're going to be sharing and highlighting some of the things that you do and how you mentor these kids.
Now, even though retired, just newly retired, still here. I had a chance to chat with him a couple of days ago and still representing Pacific Northwest Farmers Cooperative.
Well, first of all, Bill, thank you so much for your support and the support of the Pacific Northwest Farmers Cooperative. It means so much for these kids and, well, their futures and ultimately our futures because they are our future.
I totally agree, and I appreciate that. But I think it's also, I hate to use the word duty, but I think it's our duty to promote the FFA in the state or across the U.S. or anywhere, actually, for what they do.
Now, why has it been, obviously, as you said, and I agree with you, it is our duty because this really is, I guess you can, without overstating it, you can call it an insurance policy because you and I aren't getting any younger, my friend, and these are the young men and women that are going to be taking over.
We not only support the Idaho FFA, but we support the state of Washington FFA also. Not to the extent of Idaho because, I'm an Idaho guy. So I got to be careful here. Don't tell anybody that, okay?
It's just our secret, Bill.
All right.
So, Bill, for you, Sean, and all of them at Pacific Northwest Farmers Cooperative, thank you. Bless you, my friend.
I'm a fourth generation farmer.
I'm fourth generation on this farm.
Fifth generation, my boys are the sixth generation.
We're in the Pacific Northwest, which is a glorious place to be a farmer.
PNW is a local co-op here in the Pacific Northwest.
I love the business model concept, locally controlled, locally owned.
You have the same people there that were there when my dad, was farming.
They're from the region, they know the area, they know us.
They got a great field staff.
I can say, hey, this doesn't look good to me, can you come and check it? In 20 minutes, he could be out here.
There's so much to learn, and every day that I come out here, I just learn more and more and more.
It's important to have farm-to-fork relationship, and PNW is really kind of on the forefront of that.
Because people want to know where their food's coming from these days, and to make that transparency known is one step to making our products more successful in these markets.
Farming is always changing.
There's something new every day, every week, every year.
About 3 years ago, we built a big 110-car load-out rail car facility.
It was nice to see some progress done in this industry with something like that.
They bring the education back to the grower and the business connections.
And that's the thing that we don't have the ability to do as farmers, but we need somebody like PNW in the middle there to be able to find these niche places for our crops to go to.
These are family farms. This is a family-controlled co-op, and it's nice to see it keep going down that track.
Yes, it is still business, but we really care about their farms, and you come out there and you ask them how their families are doing.
It's just a wonderful lifestyle. Is it hard work? By all means, it's absolutely hard work, but the morals, the values, the work ethic you can instill in your kids and the meaning of family and the family farm. It takes everybody working together for one common goal.
Everybody in our family pitches in.
It's a great atmosphere to be in. I love it. It's doing what I want to do, working with my brother, working with our family.
If you could get paid in passion and in pride out here, you would be a millionaire.
This is my office out here.
One of the neat things with the Heritage is it's not just a family farm. A lot of the farms are interconnected.
Everybody that's out here is part of my family.
Everybody's in this together, and we're all doing the same thing out here, trying to make it better for the next generation that comes along.
On behalf of our over 5,000 members of the FFA here in the state of Idaho, thank you to our great sponsors, and thank you again, for being here, being a part of it in all the generations. And hopefully we've got lots of families that are multiple generations of FFA kids and alumni. This is something that all got underway so many years ago with the association in 1928, and a group of kids that got together, farm kids, and started the Future Farmers of America. And now we are celebrating the 40 years of the foundation here in the state of Idaho in so many different ways, and all the programs and initiatives that Marcia was talking about a few minutes ago, to the Gift of Blue that we're going to be talking about just a little bit more here in a few minutes. Through all of those years, celebrating agriculture, celebrating all the incredible things that the FFA does for our kids and instills the foundation of work ethic and the confidence that they're given, and so many other things that happen through their time with the FFA. And that takes a whole lot of support, and support all the way from family to the advisors and schools to the community at large to our leaders in our great state, just like Governor Little.
Agriculture and rural communities are changing all the time. The skills that you needed to be successful, whether you're on a farm or a ranch, or whether you're anywhere in rural Idaho, continue to change. And this program is very adaptive. These kids start learning the skills in their chapter, in the projects they have, when they come to the Capitol for Day on the Hill, and learn about all the aspects of government from the different branches of government. And then a lot of them go on to national leadership. Idaho has a long history of national leaders in FFA. These kids need a variety of opportunities, and FFA provides a whole smorgasbord of programs they can be involved in. It used to be all soil and animal related, and now it's much broader. Now more than ever, your support of FFA is needed. Buy a ticket on next year's tractor. Support them. Provide a scholarship, support your local FFA tractor, do all of the above.
Thank you so much to Governor Little and your support for the FFA. I know it means a lot to all of our kids and all of our families as well. Now, we just had this comment on Facebook, and if you have any comments, just want to say hi, maybe reach across the state and you're an FFA member and you want to say hi to one of the other chapters and some of the other members that you met at one of the conferences along the way. Great time to be able to do that. Make those comments and we'll be able to read those. If you have questions as well, we can be able to take care of that. We just had this comment come in asking about how to just make a donation. They didn't want to necessarily bid on any item, but they still wanted to support FFA and all the programs and initiatives. Well, great question. When you're on that home page there's a button up at the top. It says Donate Now. Just click on that button. You can also be able to go to 9001, item number 9001 or item number 9002, and you can be able to give to the Gift of Blue or the WLC conference as well, which we're going to talk about more coming up here in just a few minutes. I had mentioned her earlier. Now I want to bring her out here with me. Liz, come out here. The other half of the dynamic duo that worked so hard to be able to make this all happen, going from the live event that we originally had planned to going, the world stopped. Okay, let's switch to a virtual event. And you guys, just like the kids and the chapters and advisors, just move seamlessly right into what we have tonight.
Absolutely. And thank you, Corey, so much for having us here tonight. We're so excited to be able to offer this kind of a live event. While we're very upset we were unable to see everybody in person, it's such a great time bringing together the supporters of the Idaho FFA and those who support the blue and gold. But we're so happy to be able to do this virtually and to see all of our friends and family watching live with us tonight.
Well, just like me, you were a former FFA kid. You were a 4-year FFA member in Washington. Now, what did your time with FFA mean for you?
Absolutely. Thank you, Corey. As you said, I was a 4-year member of the Pullman FFA chapter in Washington State. And just my time in the FFA jacket was such an important piece of who I am today. It created so many great memories and opportunities, and it instilled this sense of pride in the organization and just everybody for it, as well as a deep-rooted appreciation and advocacy for the agriculture industry.
Well, and FFA, originally just known as Future Farmers of America, and still is in a lot of ways. It's still rooted in agriculture, but it has branched off to so many different things. And the skills that you learn through the FFA go on to, whether it's a 35-year career in radio for me, to being a doctor, a lawyer, a scientist. You're going to use these skills everywhere.
Absolutely. Really, when we say the sky is the limit, we truly do mean the sky is the limit, because the skills that you learn in the classroom while doing a supervised agriculture experience, while competing in a career or leadership development event, is completely transferable to whatever path of life you take, whether it is a doctor or a lawyer or a dentist or a field agronomist for an agriculture company. Regardless, you are learning those basic fundamental skills that will be transferable for success in whatever career your life may take you.
And so for me, when I was first in FFA, even though I came from a farming background, we didn't live in a place where I could be able to have, livestock and everything. So I didn't think that I was going to be able to be a part of the FFA. And my friends that were, and grew up in a big farming community, they're like, no, you still can. And I was so proud to be able to go in and be president of the Parley Pro team, the parliamentary procedure team, to do extemporaneous speaking, to do all these different things without being able to, unfortunately, have the livestock there at my home and to be able to do that side of things. There was still ways for me to be involved. So if you have any of the kids in your life or that ask you questions, make sure they know that it's so much more. There's lots of ways to be able to be involved.
Absolutely. What I think is so special about the FFA is that the Blue Jacket, it does not discriminate against whether you live in the city, you live in a subdivision, or you live on a 2,000-acre ranch in Idaho. You still have those exact same opportunities, regardless of if your family members are involved in agriculture, if your family was in FFA. You have those opportunities still, regardless of where you're at.
And you're helping to make those opportunities possible with your donations tonight and your bidding online. And we keep talking about all the fabulous items that are available for people to be able to bid on. And if you haven't already, get registered for that. You can just send your text right now, FFA to 555-888. You'll get a link back that'll take you right to the registration. Cost you nothing. Take a few seconds to be able to get registered. And just for being registered, you're going to be in to win this beautiful Cordova insulated cup. The etching that was done with the FFA logo was done by the Middleton chapter, and it has $250 in cash in the cup. All of that is going to be yours just for getting registered. And then you're going to be able to bid, if you would like, on some great items like this quilt that is behind us here. And the pictures do not do it justice.
It really doesn't. When we talk about a truly one-of-a-kind, handcrafted, labor of love type piece, we really are talking about this beautiful quilt behind us. It is a true treasure when it comes to an item, and whoever is lucky enough to take it will definitely have it for many years to come.
And that is item number 101. You can check that out and get your bids on it as well. And we were just locked away at home for so long. I think everyone is wanting to get out and do something. So item number 106 might be for you with the Scenic Flight.
This truly, Corey, is an incredible item. A scenic flight for two, where you depart out of the Twin Falls area and then you get to see Idaho really unlike any way you've probably seen it before. Explore the beautiful landscape of what we call our Idaho, our Idaho, really.
Yes.
And then land in Stanley and enjoy a breakfast for two. And then when you come back to the Twin Falls area, you have the opportunity to have an overnight stay. So really make a great weekend. Get out of the house and explore our great state.
And this is a $1,500 value. We're only at $400 right now. So get those bids in on number 106. Now, if flying is not your thing, and for some people it's just not, it's okay. I understand. How about the water? That might be your thing, and a jet boat tour at number 102 might be just for you.
Absolutely, Corey. When I think of summer, I think of great times on the river or on the lake, and this Salmon River jet boat tour for 4 people on the famous River of No Return out of Riggins, Idaho, It's truly a great Idaho experience. Then an overnight stay for 4 in Riggins, Idaho. I don't think you can beat this.
Oh, absolutely. So here we go. Let's get out of the house and let's be able to help out the FFA all at the same time. It's a win-win for really everybody in this one. And as we had talked about all of the ways that the FFA has meant for Liz in her life, and taking those years that she had in high school and now implemented those into the rest of her years since high school. For me, 35 years later, what FFA and that experience still meant to me. But here's some other kids in what FFA has meant and continues to mean for them.
My name is Cassidy Plum, and I'm Cindy Plum, and we were members of the Meridian FFA chapter. For me, FFA meant direction to my future career. Throughout my time in the Blue Jacket, I was able to participate in several different career and leadership development events, attend industry tours, and surround myself with amazing supporters like my advisors and fellow members that helped me to hopefully future success in the agriculture industry. And several different FFA members will experience that same success because of your support. Thank you for your continued support of our organization, and thank you for your support for the Idaho FFA Foundation as we celebrate 40 years of giving back and looking forward.
I am so grateful for the impact that FFA has had on me for the past 5 years. Due to a speaking stutter, I had little confidence socially, and although my grades were excellent, I was often quiet and shy in class. Thanks to speaking competitions and officer interviews that started my freshman year, I became more and more confident, which led me to becoming president of my home chapter, Nampa FFA, for 2 years in a row.
Hi, I'm Joey Rowland, and I'm a 4-year member of the Notice FFA. FFA and agricultural education has helped me with many things in my chosen career path. State Leadership Conference and National Conference have helped me with people skills and learning to talk to customers. I would like to thank the Idaho FFA Foundation and its supporters for providing the programs that have helped me be successful.
Hi, my name is Kaylissa Safely, and I'm the Boise Valley District President. The Blue Jacket has been in my family for a while, and I remember just falling in love with the organization and how much I have grown. This Blue Jacket has shown me how to be a leader and how to be a friend and also how to grow as a leader. I'm so thankful for all the opportunities that FFA and this Blue Jacket have given me.
Hey everyone, my name is Shalani Wilcox. I was a part of the Madison FFA chapter and just recently retired as the 2019-2020 State FFA Vice President. FFA prepares members to be lifelong agricultural advocates. In our world today, we need strong leaders who will advocate for agricultural practices, and FFA prepares members to do just that. Thank you for all of your support for all of Idaho FFA members. Because of you, FFA members can fully participate in what the program has to offer.
Over 5,000 strong of all the kids throughout the state of Idaho and what FFA means. And for some of them, it's going to be pretty much a lot of the same values. But then for others, it's very unique things that for each student, for each member, that they're going to remember that is going to be instilled into them and for their futures. It's such an amazing program, and you're supporting it. You're a part of it right now by watching, by donating, by bidding on the different online auction items. And for all the sponsors, I know we got the honor to be able to talk to a couple of those a little while ago, but there are so many more that we don't want to leave out that made this happen tonight.
We'd like to really thank our sponsors tonight because, as we've said, it truly takes a village. And without these generous sponsors and donors, we would not be able to have this event tonight. First up, we'd really love to thank our Rainmaker sponsor, Northwest Farm Credit Services. And then, of course, to our barn raiser sponsor, Pacific Northwest Farmers Cooperative, thank you. Thank you to our harvester sponsor, Idaho Forest Group. And to our cultivator sponsors, Amalgamated Sugar Company, Latah Credit Union, AgriService, and Key Ag. And finally, last but not least, we cannot forget our grower sponsors. Thank you all so much for your dedication to our programs. You can read them here on the screen. And if you see them around town, please make sure to give them a thank you, a pat on the back for truly helping us make this event what it is.
Trust me, each one of those that you saw on the list and that we were just talking about, if you go in there and you just tell them, thank you for your support of FFA, that is going to mean the world to each and every one of them and their continued support as we move forward for generations to come. Now, as we make our way through our years in the FFA, there's lots of things we learn. One of those things that every FFA member has learned is the FFA Creed.
The FFA Creed, a time-honored tradition,
Yes.
for sure. I remember pieces of it. Do you remember any of it?
It's getting a little foggier 35 years later, but I still remember pieces of it as well.
Absolutely. And whether we remember the pieces of it or not, as former FFA members, we always remember what those words actually mean to us. Every sentence and paragraph starts with, I believe. And within those paragraphs, while it's short and sweet, it truly is powerful in instilling what our values are as FFA members and the pillars that we stand on as advocates for the agriculture industry, as well as leaders in our field.
So whether you're a current FFA member and can recite it in your sleep, or if you're like us and maybe former FFA members and, it's the bits and pieces, but we still believe in the heart and the values of it. Here are some of our current FFA members and the FFA Creed.
I believe in the future of agriculture, with a faith born not of words, but of deeds. Achievements won by the present and past generations of agriculturists, and the promise of better days through better ways, even as the better things we now enjoy have come to us from the struggles of former years.
I believe that to live and work on a good farm or to be engaged in other agricultural pursuits is pleasant as well as challenging. For I know the joys and discomforts of agricultural life and hold an inborn fondness for those associations which, even in hours of discouragement, I cannot deny.
I believe in leadership from ourselves and respect from others. I believe in my own ability to work efficiently and think clearly with such knowledge and skill as I can secure, and in the ability of progressive agriculturists to serve our own and the public interest in producing and marketing the product of our toil.
I believe in less dependence on begging and more power in bargaining, in the life abundant and enough honest wealth to help make it so, for others as well as myself, and less need for charity and more of it when needed, in being happy myself and playing square with those whose happiness depends upon me.
I believe that American agriculture can and will hold true to the best traditions of our national life, and that I can exert an influence in my home and community that will stand solid for my part in that inspiring task. Thank you.
And there you go, the FFA Creed. Now, whether you are new to FFA or maybe you're several generations down the line of an FFA member, really everything in between, all of us together know what the FFA means to us. And here, this says it no better than these next couple of videos that we have. We have Sadie, who is she's in southeast Idaho. She's got a first-generation family, with her being that first generation. And then we're going to hear from Riata. And Riata interviews her family, who now is a third-generation FFA family.
Hi everyone, my name is Sadie Longhurst, and I'm excited to share with you some of the answers my family gave to me of the many opportunities and gifts that they've been able to see while participating and supporting Idaho FFA. We're a first-generation farm family from southeast Idaho, and we have a real love for Idaho FFA. So Logan, as a current member, what has been your favorite part of participating in FFA?
So last year I was able to go to National Convention, which I thought was really cool, and we were also able to travel to New York and Washington, D.C. and see a lot of historical sites. And I was also able to attend DOT and Solar, which are leadership development camps, which I learned a lot of leadership skills and made a lot of friends. And also as a district officer, I have advocated on our social media and promoted FFA.
Awesome. So, Dad, FFA members have the opportunity to learn about the agricultural industry. As a first-generation farmer yourself, what does that mean to you?
Well, I think it's good for these kids to get in the FFA program, to get a chance to get in there and work with their hands, maybe find a passion for agriculture and look towards a career in agriculture, whether it be on the farm or in industry. There's just a lot of jobs out there for these kids if they take full advantage of the program.
For sure. So, Mom, would you please share with us why you feel it's so vital that we give support to Idaho FFA?
Well, first of all, I do love the youth. And from what I've seen with Idaho FFA, it brings the best there is to this organization as far as the youth go. And I love that it gives them confidence, it gives them leadership skills, they find some of their best friends, they have mentors, then they can ultimately take advantage of all the many opportunities within FFA and find a job or a career path within this organization. As an adult, I just don't know how you couldn't support FFA.
Hopefully you've been able to see my family's love and excitement for Idaho FFA. I had the honor of serving as the 2018-2019 state president, and I was able to see families just like mine supporting their local chapters within their communities. Idaho FFA is a grassroots organization that represents Idaho's vast agricultural industry. Idaho FFA has 5,000 plus members throughout the state that are just as passionate as our family about agriculture. We have a bright future ahead as the Idaho FFA Association.
Hi, I'm Rita Chandler, your 2020-2021 Idaho FFA State Secretary. I'm here with my brother, my dad, and my grandpa, and this blue jacket. This blue jacket has been worn by 3 generations of my family. It means so much to us. Collier, what does this jacket mean to you?
Well, this jacket to me is a family lineage, and it's real empowering and makes me just warm and comfortable inside when I put it on, because I can feel my father and my grandpa and my older sister there with me because they've all worn this jacket, and it's carried me through some of my most nervous moments, but it's been there with me and my most confident as well.
This jacket, to me, means getting called Kirk at the state convention because it still carries my grandpa's name. It means enduring through my first scary state convention as a freshman. It means pride, knowing that I'm the 3rd generation to wear it, and it means walking across the stage to receive my state degree.
So I put on this jacket back in 1992, wanting to follow the footsteps of my dad, and being a member of the Weiser High School FFA chapter, I was able to wear it to many conventions and judgings. I also was able to wear it across the stage in Louisville, Kentucky to get my national FFA degree.
So I bought this jacket in 1969 as a freshman in Weiser High School. I participated in ag all 4 years. My junior year I had 2 hours of ag in the shop, which was probably my most favorite part of ag. My senior year I was the teacher assistant and had 2 other hours in the ag shop, and I would go over to ag at lunch, and my instructor Fred Beckman would send me home when I needed to go and let me farm in the afternoon and be counted as being present in school. I learned a lot from him, and his influence has made it so I still am in ag.
This jacket means so much to my family. It's a tradition to wear it. However, even if you're a first-generation FFA member, or it's a tradition to be a member of FFA, I know that it leaves a positive impact on the lives of anybody who chooses to be a part of it.
I absolutely love both of those stories, and so well said there at the end. Whether you're 1st generation, whether you're 3rd generation, take that and take the pride from it. And thank you to Matt and Stacy. Speaking of blue, the gift of blue, they just gave $125. Thank you so much, because then that could be, who knows, 40 years from now, another 6 generations, another 3 from that family there in Weiser. You never know. because it is all about our kids. It's all about the FFA. Some of our items as you continue to get your bids in, the Celebrate the USA, one of our student projects, that's up to $320. And that's just, again, one of the many items, the Music Fest at number 105. This is going to be a lot of fun. And again, something that we haven't been able to do together is get out and enjoy great music together. The Highway 30 Music Fest ticket package, right now, we've got a high bid of $450. And this is a very, very special package. You can read all about it at item number 105. Also, let's see, our number 117, our next item is before and after Treasure Valley Fun Days. The high bid right now is $120. So keep those bids coming in for number 117. And then our U of I fan package, item number 118, the ultimate U of I fan package. The high bid right now is $310. Thank you to Jack for the high bid, but let's keep those bids coming. Bid high, bid often, and continue to keep that money coming in. Now, we've heard from the students and some of the over 5,000 members of the FFA that we currently have in the state of Idaho. We've heard from families about what it means to them. We've heard from sponsors. Now, let's hear from some of our alumni like Liz and myself talking about what FFA had meant and what it continues to mean to them.
Hello, my name is Jessica Anderson, and I'm the Communications Specialist and PAC Coordinator for the Amalgamated Sugar Company. FFA showed me the value of traits such as confidence and perseverance. It also reinstilled life lessons that I learned in my childhood on the farm, that hard work and dedication are stepping stones to achieving any goal. I saw the opportunities and started to look at FFA as more than just a club, more than just future farmers, but an opportunity to grow into something bigger than myself, grow into an advocate for agriculture, grow into a professional who could help build the future of this industry. And those are the type of things that will stay with you for the rest of your life.
My name is Casey Isom, and I was a member of the Fruitland, Idaho FFA chapter. I currently live in Logan, Utah, and I work as a plastic and reconstructive surgeon. Now, you might think, what on earth does agriculture and FFA have to do with plastic surgery? In my case, it has everything to do, because it was through my FFA experience and competing in leadership contests and other contests that I developed confidence, and I developed the ability to work with all types of people, and it led me to the career I'm in now.
My name is Amanda Wilder, and I was a member of the Meridian FFA chapter. As a kid, I was always involved with agriculture, and I knew that's what I wanted to do for a career. FFA really gave me the opportunity to explore the different areas of agriculture and what that would look like for me as an adult. I got to participate in different career development events, and that's where I found food science. Participating in the food science career development event really gave me the opportunity to fully understand what I was getting into. It gave me a leg up on my peers in college, and it really helped me understand what I wanted to do as a high school student.
Hello, I'm Jeff Isom. I'm here in my home of Laguna Beach, California. I served as the state president for the Idaho FFA Association 1987-1988. And as the national vice president for the Western region, 1988 to 1989. I learned tremendous leadership skills, abilities, talents during my time in the FFA, and I've benefited in my life and in my career through the speaking skills that I was able to develop. I can remember having the chance to stand in the Oval Office and meet the President of the United States, Ronald Reagan, and sitting there looking around the room and thinking to myself, FFA can absolutely take you anywhere. If you are a member of the FFA, you're in the right place. If you're a supporter of the FFA, you're helping an organization that truly is changing the world.
Hi, my name is Kristen Myers. I'm a former FFA member and past Idaho FFA state officer, and the FFA has had a huge impact on my life. I was able to participate in different career development events, different conferences, different leadership opportunities, all throughout my time in FFA. And all of that was made possible because of donors that contributed to the Idaho FFA Association and gave me those opportunities. So I try to give back as much and as often as I can to help provide those same opportunities for current and future FFA members. I would encourage you to give back in any way that you can as well, whether it's with your money, your time, both. Just give back in any way that you can to help continue to provide those opportunities to our amazing Idaho FFA members.
There you go. Just one more testament as to what the FFA means, what it continues to mean, and the values that we carry for our entire lives because of the blessings that we got by being a part of the FFA. Now, the symbol of that, bigger and more so than I think anything else, is that blue jacket, that blue corduroy jacket. It hasn't changed. It never will change because it is a symbol of so many things. I mean, for my time in the FFA, and my time in high school, I played sports. I did all that. I don't have my football jersey anymore. I don't have my basketball jersey. What I do still have is my blue jacket. Now, it doesn't fit the way it did 35 years ago, but I still have it because every time I see it, it still reminds me of those times. All the wonderful times that I spent at state conference and the competitions with the parliamentary procedure team, all the good times, but then all that I learned and that I brought with me through my advisor and the incredible person that she was and the work ethic and all the rest that I got because of it. That blue jacket means so much. Now, someone that we chatted with earlier as we get into our Gift of Blue paddle raise, that is number 9001 on your items. We talked with Bill earlier, and Bill was here as one of our sponsors, got to chat with him. But as we talked more, we got to chat about the Gift of Blue and how he really was the one who started it all.
I was one of those FFA kids, and I remember the pride of that blue jacket and how much it meant to me. And
you talked about the jacket. So there's a group of us that go up and we have a little mini banquet. We call it our mini annual meeting up there. And so it was the first time that the FFA kids came in and opened the meeting. And I had 2 or 3 of them sitting at my table. And you chat with them, and it's fantastic listening to these kids. They're so eloquent, they're poised, and if they're not, then they help each other, and that's really what I really liked about it. There was a young lady that sat across from me. She's wearing the blue jacket, and she didn't have name stitched in her jacket. And I said, "Well, you don't have your name stitched in your jacket. What's your name?" And she told me her name. And she goes, "But it's not my jacket." And I said, "Really?" And she goes, "No." She said, "They're pretty expensive. And look, not everybody has the ability, the parents have the ability to just fork out $50 to $100 on something, And I've been extremely fortunate my whole life, actually. I just said, "Julie, how many?" I said, "Could you use some jackets?" And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "How much are they?" And I think she told me they were $65. And so I wrote her a check, and I think I wrote her a check for, I think, 20. You nailed it a minute ago when you said that the pride of wearing that jacket. It identifies somebody who is trying to improve themselves, trying to improve the people around them, trying to improve the community. And it says a lot. And so I just wanted to help that along. I wanted to nurture that.
Thank you, Bill. Bill is such an incredible person. And I can't thank you enough, Bill, for your support as a sponsor. And all the way back to that night, that conference, that table, and recognizing what that blue jacket meant and starting all of this and continuing then to give each and every year. It does. The pride that it means for these kids, whether it's passing it down from generation to generation, like our Weezer family a few minutes ago, to like myself, holding on to that for all these years because of the pride and the joy and the values that it gave me and so many other students across our great state, members of FFA throughout our country as well. And we're going to talk to Riley now. Riley is a former FFA member, but also a teacher now in Fairfield, and how the gift of blue has meant to her.
Okay. Hi, Idaho FFA. My name is Riley Garrett, and I'm the FFA advisor of the Camas County FFA and agriculture teacher here in beautiful Fairfield, Idaho. I'm also a former FFA member, and one of my favorite memories of my time in the Blue Jacket was when I got to put it on for the very first time. This is my first FFA jacket, and although I might have outgrown the jacket, I certainly haven't outgrown the experiences or any of the memories. And one of my favorite things as a teacher has been getting to watch my students experience the very same thing. Due to generous donors like yourself contributing to the Idaho FFA Foundation, we've been able to grant jackets to so many members across the state of Idaho who otherwise wouldn't have the financial resources. 3 of my students this year were recipients of jackets from the Give the Gift of Blue program, and it was amazing to get to watch them put on the jacket for the first time and become a part of something bigger themselves without any sort of financial burden. As you consider what ways to financially contribute to your community, I encourage you to donate to the Idaho FFA Foundation and get to witness the impact that a jacket like this one can have on so many of our students' lives. Thank you for your donation.
And you can be able to make this a reality for each of our students so that it doesn't come down to money. It doesn't come down to whether or not a family can or can't afford that amount of money in the budget. And especially these days right now, you know, money is tight for a lot of families. You can be able to make the difference. Go to item number 9001, and you can just slide that over to whatever amount of money works for you. It's not just you and me and any one of us that is going to make this happen. It's all of us together. So don't ever feel that your donation is not enough, because added together with the next person's donation and the next person's donation, that's when true FFA miracles get to happen. So whether $125, which will buy 1 jacket, if you can do that, that's wonderful. If you can do 2 at $250, great. You can slide that to the amount that you are comfortable with. And, oh, wait a second. Just got this in. Bill, who we were just talking about and talking to, he's done it again. Bill has decided to do a match here for the Gift of Blue, $1,500. So every bid that comes in for the next however long, up to $1,500, Bill is going to match. Bill, thank you again for so many different ways. So if you have the ability to give $125 for 1 jacket, that's going to, because of Bill, become $250 and be 2 jackets. $250 will become $500. You see how this all works, all the way up till we hit that $1,500 mark, so you can really make your dollars work right now. Thanks to Bill Newbury. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So number 9001, you can get in on the bidding on that. Let's double that up. Let's use Bill's money to be able to make sure that there is no kid in our great state of Idaho that is going to have to worry about whether or not they're going to have that gift of a blue jacket. So what it means, well, here's Britt Bean to talk a little bit more about that blue jacket and what it meant to him.
Hi, everybody. It's Britt Bean with Corteva AgriScience, and I'm here to talk to you on behalf of the Idaho FFA Foundation about how important it is to support FFA. Developing life and leadership skills through agricultural education are just a few of the important things that FFA can do for students. As a USA-based and farmer-focused agricultural company, Corteva AgriScience is proud to partner with the FFA in developing leaders for tomorrow. I ask you to join myself and others and take part in supporting the Idaho FFA Foundation through our online auction June 8th through the 18th. Check the Idaho FFA Foundation Facebook page for more information
I believe in the future of farming, with a faith born not of words, but of deeds. These are the words that I learned approximately 35 years ago when I first slipped on the blue jacket. I realized the creed has changed. Agriculture and farming has changed as well in that time. I am Justin Place. I'm the second generation farmer in Hamer, Idaho, where I raise alfalfa hay, malt barley, mustard, and wheat. And probably one of my best crops is family. I have 4 sons, 3 of whom were involved in the FFA. I've learned many skills when I was in the FFA. One of the many skills I learned was welding. On our farm, I use that quite often, either repairing equipment, building equipment, or modifying equipment. One of the things that I really enjoy doing is hosting the FFA soil judging competition in our district area. We've done so for many years. As the FFA members get off the bus and come and look at our farm, you feel the excitement that they have to be part of the FFA. I'm proud to support the FFA, and I would invite you to as well.
Justin, thank you so much. Justin Place there. And Justin's watching right now. Hey, Justin, because he just sent us a comment along with a lot of other folks talking about how much he's enjoying our virtual event tonight for the FFA. So the gift of blue is going great. We've had lots of good donations coming in. Matt and Stacy, $125. Also Brett, $125 as well. Laura, $125. Each of those means a jacket for a different member of the FFA that might not have been able to afford to do that otherwise. So thank you as those continue to come in. And remember, for Brett, Laura, Matt, and Stacy, each of those, that $125, which covers one jacket, is going to cover 2 because of Bill right now. And we have those matching dollars because of Bill Newbury. I'm going to bring Liz back out with me now because we've got 2 different things that we're raising money for here tonight specifically, besides the programs and initiatives, the Gift of Blue, and then also the WLC, which is the Washington, D.C. Leadership Conference.
That's correct, Corey. In addition to our Gift of Blue, we are also raising funds for the Washington Leadership Conference. Each year, we are able to send, through the donations from our Twin Falls fundraiser, we are able to send 2 students via scholarships for no cost to themselves to the Washington Leadership Conference. And the Washington Leadership Conference is truly a revolutionary type conference. It is a week-long event where students are able to go all the way back to Washington, D.C., our nation's capital, and experience the history and the heritage and leadership unlike any other.
Well, and we were talking about this before, and I was so jealous that I wasn't able to go to the WLC when I was in high school. But, you know, the part of what the FFA does is expand everyone's view of their world. That, okay, if you're growing up in Weiser, or you're growing up in Payette, or wherever you happen to be growing up, and you know your community and what it means and what agriculture and what the FFA means and all the things that you're learning. But then you go to a state conference or a state event and you realize, okay, it's not just your world. Wow, it's bigger than that. And then you go from that to the WLC and you see it's not just Idaho, that these values, that these incredible things that are learned through the integrity and the work ethic and all that in the FFA, this is expanded to all of our great country.
Absolutely. What's so incredible about the Washington Leadership Conference is you're able to take students from all corners of the state of Idaho, all backgrounds, and take them to the heart of our nation's capital to experience the history, but also leadership development training from some of the best facilitators our great organization has to offer. They're able to take those skills, realize the kind of impact that they can make in their own communities, and bring those action plans back home and make a difference in their own community. So it's not just a 1-week vacation to Washington, D.C. It's truly a learning experience that elevates these members to a next level.
Now, just like me, you weren't able to attend personally, but your husband, though, as an FFA member, he was able to go.
That's correct. I unfortunately wasn't able to go, but my husband, Brett, was able to, and he has nothing but phenomenal things to say about this program. Just like anybody else that you talk to about this program, it's such an eye-opening, incredible experience that you really don't get to experience in any other way, in any other organization.
Okay, be honest, Liz. Does he rub it in once in a while that he got to go and you didn't?
I mean, maybe a little.
I'm sure he did. And you can be able to help make this a reality for a couple of students each and every year, to be able to make this incredible experience, something that they're going to take through their entire lives, a reality. Without the family having to be able to afford that, you can help to make that happen. And all of us together want to thank Zion's Bank. They just called in and said, you know what, we're going to give $400. Let's match some other dollars. So if you have $400, that's going to become $800 because of Zion's Bank. But if you have 25, well, it's going to become 50. And again, just like Bill's donation of the doubling things back for the gift of blue, Zion's Bank is doing that right now for the WLC, and that is number 9002 as you're doing your bidding. So 9001, gift of blue, the WLC, that is at 9002, and you can be able to bid whatever amount you want. Whether that's $100, $200, $25, you can put in a custom amount. There is no amount too small. And trust me, there is no amount too large either. You know, whatever you have, we are going to graciously thank you for whatever it is that you're able to do, because again, it's all of us together that can be able to make this happen.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Corey.
Now, this is something that we had talked about before, and it cracked me up because as the FFA started back in 1928, it was all about just agriculture, and it still is at the heart. That's what FFA is all about. But it has broadened to so many different avenues of our world. And, you know, the saying, and Liz said this to me a couple of weeks ago. She said, it's not just, I got to get this right. I had to write it down. It's not just cows, plows, and sows anymore.
That's right. It's not just cows, plows, and sows. It's speakers, job seekers, and science speakers. It's so much more than what our traditional view of the future farmers of America are. While agriculture is still at the heart and core of what we're doing every day, it also is teaching skills to these students that are transferable regardless of where they go, regardless of where they land, and it's creating overall leaders for our communities and our country and our world.
Absolutely. So right now, you still have time to be able to give. We're coming towards the end of our virtual event tonight, but the bidding still going to be going on. And now, Liz, did I hear this right? We're actually extending the time on the bidding?
Yes,
is that right?
We are. By popular demand, we've been getting lots of comments during our event.
Yes.
We've been getting lots of comments and questions and requests to extend our event. And so we have now extended our auction to Monday night at 9 p.m.
Oh, so plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Here's the good news. You don't have to stay up until midnight like we originally talked about. But here is still, though, another way to be able to do this. The auto bidding is a great way, because as we get into, you know, the Friday and the weekend and all of that, you start getting busy because the weather is going to be gorgeous. If you set up your auto bid on the high amount that you're willing to give on an item, then you can be out a lucky peak enjoying the day, and you're still bidding without even knowing it because it's still under that auto bid that you put in there. So if someone outbids you, then they get outbid without you even having to be right there to do it. And they'll get the notification going, yeah, no, you got outbid again. And so that will take care of it for you. So that means that we're ending Monday night at what time?
9 p.m.
At 9 p.m. So at 8:50 Monday night is when the bid wars are going to start. So with that, again, if you happen to forget because you had a little too much fun on the weekend, that's okay as well, because you'll get a text message reminding you about those items. And you don't have to worry about it, because how many times have you been at an event, a traditional event, and you're in the silent auction, and there's something you really want, and you put down your bid on that, and you think, I got it. You walk away, you go get another beverage, whatever the case may be, and someone sneaks in behind you. They're just watching you, waiting for you to turn your back. And they outbid you right at the last second, and you didn't get it. Well, that can't happen with Auction Frogs and the way things are set up with the bid wars, because even if you've forgotten over the course of the weekend, if someone tries to sneak in at the last moment, They're going to get the bid in, but the bid wars is going to extend any bid that comes in the last 10 minutes, and it's going to extend that time. You're going to get plenty of time then with your notification to be able to go back in and go, oh, that's right, look at that sneaky so-and-so. And you can get back on and get your bids in there, even if you had already exhausted what you had on the auto bid. That's okay. You can then reset that up or start new bidding. And trust me, the bid wars are a lot of fun. All right, well, we're about to get into our closing ceremonies here in just a moment. But before we do, with still plenty of time to go, we're going to get into our final total as of right now, with still tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and all day Monday until 9 o'clock or beyond because of the bid wars to be able to get your bidding in. I want to say, Liz, Marcia, thank you so much.
Thank you.
On behalf of the over 5,000 members of the FFA in the state of Idaho, thank you for watching. Thank you to Auction Frogs and Christy and the incredible staff with Auction Frogs. For Kayla and everyone, Kayla did fabulous video work with Auction Frogs on this to help out with Brad and Alice and Ellsberg Studios, who makes the magic happen. But again, those two words you can't hear enough. Thank you. Our total right now, again, with still plenty of time to go, and raising our bid right now our total is at $46,772. Keep those bids coming in. Bid high, bid often. Let's get into our closing ceremonies, and thank you one more time.
Madam Secretary, do you have any further business which should now be transacted?
I have. As a reminder, the auction closes at 11:59 tonight, so make sure to get your bid in before then. Thank you again to all of our sponsors and donors for your support. It is because of your generosity that we can offer this event and support of the Idaho FFA programs. Mr. President.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should now be properly presented? We are about to adjourn this meeting of the Giving Back Looking Forward fundraiser. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in our labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, please join me in a salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I now declare this meeting adjourned.
Hi, my name is Shelby Reynolds, and I'm from the North Fremont FFA chapter, and I just want to thank you guys for all the support that you've done.
Hi, I am Kinsey Clemens, and I'm the Notice FFA chapter president.
Hi, I'm Kendall Jensen, and I'm the Notice FFA chapter secretary.
And we'd like to thank you for supporting the Idaho FFA Foundation.
Hi, my name is Kaylissa Safely. I'm from the Meridian FFA chapter, and thank you for supporting Idaho FFA.
Hello, my name is Con Rupp, and I'm from the Meridian FFA chapter. Thank you for your support of the Idaho FFA Foundation.
Hello, my name is Amy Heathla. I am from the Meridian FFA chapter, and I thank you for your continuous support of the Idaho FFA Foundation.
Hi, my name is Aubrey Tackett, and I'm from the Melba FFA chapter. Thank you for your support of Idaho FFA. We really appreciate your donations.